The shuttle door hissed open as Kai stepped out onto the pale stone platform of Lyra's station. He had expected a quiet reception, maybe a diplomatic officer or two, but instead he found a full circular hall filled with tall figures whose eyes gleamed with open shock. Their skin shimmered in silver, blue, and soft rose tones, and their hair flowed like strands of metallic thread. Every single one of them was female. They stood frozen, their faces locked on Kai as if he had stepped out of legend. Kai forced a breath and tightened his grip on his small supply case. The station air smelled faintly of warm minerals, almost like heated sand after rain. He had been trained for first contact missions, but nothing had warned him about this level of silent intensity. A tall figure at the front stepped forward. She had a calm posture, but her hands trembled ever so slightly behind her back. "Welcome to Lyra Station," she said in a steady voice. "I am Rian, council speaker of this enclave. Please come with us. We must confirm your identity." Kai nodded. "I am here as arranged. Human envoy from Earth. My ship logged the arrival signature already." Rian studied him closely, not in suspicion, but in awe. She motioned toward the path between the gathered watchers. They parted at once, murmuring, their eyes bright as though catching a sunrise for the first time. Kai followed Rian down a long corridor shaped from polished quartz-like stone. A soft energy hum traveled through it, like music beneath the surface. When the doors of the council chamber closed behind them, Rian faced him with a deep breath. "We must speak openly. Our enclave has lived 105 cycles without a male among us. Our species endured a genetic collapse after a distant war. Only enclaves like this survived, but without male presence. No traveler, no trader, no allied visitor among the stars has ever matched the lost markers. Until now." Kai blinked. "You mean me?" "Yes. According to our scans, your genetic pattern aligns with the dormant matrix our species once shared with the wider galactic network. We believe those lineages were gone. Your arrival is not small. It is seismic." Kai rubbed the back of his neck. "I came to deliver data agreements and study your technology. No one told me I had old galactic markers." Rian's eyes softened. "It changes nothing about your mission, but it changes everything about us. You must understand our people. A century of absence shapes a culture. Many here have never seen a male of any species that matches the resonance of ours. They will react with emotion. That explains the crowd." Rian nodded. "Do not fear them. They are not dangerous. They are overwhelmed." She led him to a circular table glowing with pale blue light. Kai placed his hand on the scanner panel. Lines spiraled outward like ripples on water. The device chimed soft confirmation. "Your identity is verified," Rian said. "But more than that, the system recognizes you as a compatible pattern holder. This is historical. You are free to move through the station. We will assign escorts simply for guidance. Our people will want to see you. Every hall will be full today." Kai exhaled. "So I should be prepared for attention." "Yes," Rian said with a faint smile. "Our culture shows excitement in open ways. After so many cycles of adaptation, such a figure as you returns powerful meaning to them." Rian guided him to a residential wing where he would stay during his diplomatic assignment. The halls were already alive with activity. Groups gathered at each intersection, watching him with expectancy. Kai felt like a single spark dropped into a chamber filled with dry leaves. When he greeted a small cluster with a polite wave, the whole group lit up with joy. Some placed their hands over their hearts, some bowed their heads, some simply stood speechless. An escort, named Lyra, arrived to guide him through the station. She was shorter than many others and carried a small data slate against her chest. Her eyes shimmered like liquid silver, and she walked with an energetic bounce. "I will show you the garden dome first," she said as they entered a lift shaped like a crystal pod. "Many will gather there today. A first sight of someone like you will be important memory for them." Kai tried to relax. "Do I need to prepare any speech? Only your presence is needed. Our people value sincerity above ceremony." The garden dome opened before him like a world carved inside a sphere. Plants glowed with soft inner light. Vines climbed columns that rose like carved pillars of glass. Pools of clear water dotted the floor, and dots of golden dust drifted above them like gentle sparks. When the crowd saw Kai, a wave of whispers swept through the dome. The women moved closer, but not aggressively. Their expressions were filled with wonder and restrained joy. Some approached with shaky breath, pausing to show respect before asking questions. "What is your world like? Does your species still live in balanced families? Do your people remember us in ancient stories?" Kai answered each question kindly. He described Earth, the unity challenges, the oceans, the forests, the sky lit with storms. He told them that humanity remembered traces of old galactic paths, but had never imagined living kin still existed. The crowd's excitement grew. They listened as if drinking water after a long dry season. One woman stepped forward. Her hair flowed like molten bronze. "Your voice carries calm strength. We have not heard such a tone from a male since before my grandmother's grandmother was born." Kai felt heat creep up his neck. "Where I come from, this is just how I speak." The crowd murmured with delighted surprise. The attention was overwhelming, but warm, like being wrapped in a blanket, woven from sunlight and hope. As hours passed, the dome filled with more residents, eager to see him. Lyra stayed near him, guiding conversations gently. Later that day, Rian summoned Kai back to the council chamber. She looked thoughtful but steady. "Our enclave has already shifted into high energy. You bring a presence we lost for generations. Our people react with instinctive openness. I must ensure you feel safe and respected." "I do." "They are kind, just very enthusiastic. That enthusiasm will grow. I want to explain why. In our society, balance was once maintained by equal presence of all roles. When the males vanished, our people adapted. Some traits amplified to preserve stability, but emotional resonance remained starved. Now you stand among them. Their instincts awaken. Not destructive, not wild, simply unrestrained." Kai sat across from her. "What does that mean for me? They will follow you with admiration. They will offer you gifts. They will ask for stories, knowledge, small pieces of your time. They will try to learn from you. But we will shape it respectfully. I can handle that. I just want to help." Rion's expression warmed. "Then you will become something precious here." Over the next days, life on Lyra Station changed. Wherever Kai walked, residents gathered. They brought him crafted items made from luminous stone. They offered meals with rich scents of fruit and grain. They guided him through open halls, laughing in excitement. Every interaction carried a sense of celebration. Kai learned that their joy came from reclaiming a part of themselves long gone. One evening, Lyra guided him to the central observatory, where star patterns drifted across a huge dome. The room was quiet and almost empty. Kai felt relief after a long day of crowded interactions. "You handled everything with patience," Lyra said. "Many visitors would feel lost. It's a lot, but it feels meaningful." Lyra looked at him with a gentle expression. "You may not realize it, but your presence has already changed their posture. Their steps feel lighter. Their voices carry hope. Our station has been quiet for decades. Now it feels alive." Kai gazed at the stars. "I guess being the first male they've seen in a century is more important than I thought." "It is more than that. You carry the ancient resonance. Our people sense it, even without understanding why. It joins with their memory like a returning melody. The next day, Rian invited Kai to the Day of Renewal, a cultural festival that celebrated resilience. Rian believed having him present would become a moment etched into their history, that the festival courtyard lit up with glowing banners that shimmered with internal light. Music echoed in shifting tones, rising and falling like tides. Hundreds gathered, dressed in woven fabrics that sparkled as they moved. When Kai entered with Rian, the entire courtyard erupted in a wave of applause. The sound felt like warm thunder. Rian stepped forward and raised her hands. People of Lyris, today we mark a new chapter. You see before you a traveler from the lost branch of our ancient network, a being whose presence awakens the balance long missing. We honor him not as a symbol, but as a companion to our future. Kai did not know what to say, but the crowd's joyous expression told him he did not need to. The celebration unfolded with dancing, shared stories, and warm laughter. Kai participated as best as he could. Residents invited him into circles of movement. They guided his steps, laughing with him when he stumbled. Their joy was contagious. Late into the celebration, a group of young engineers approached him with a strange device shaped like layered rings. "This is for you," one said. "It records memory threads. Our enclave has never woven one with a male presence. Will you allow us to store your first greeting inside it?" Kai nodded. They asked him to speak a single sentence, any sentence. He chose simple words. "I am honored to meet you." The device glowed and pulsed gently. The engineers bowed with gratitude that the next weeks passed in a rhythm of work, meetings, exploration, and constant interaction. Kai completed his diplomatic goals, exchanging knowledge and studying their energy systems.